Hello and welcome back, Josh, Sam and anyone else who's watching to Let's Be Aves-ing. We're back, yes, that's right, we're back, and we are doing okay actually. If we look at the table, we're currently sitting in 9th on 26 points, which I do believe is a position from which no one has ever been relegated with that many points. Let's just double check. 26 is almost certainly going to keep us up in this division because there is a lot of dross. So yeah, that's good. It means that we have our future secured for next year. We'll go back to what we did last time. So we won 2 games, Santa Clara and Estoril. That's good, and I'm happy with it, and I'll never not be happy with that. One thing that I was a little frustrated with was this game here, but we'll come into that. We then played our next game in the League Cup. In the group, we beat Trofense from the 2nd Division 3-1. We then drew 1-1 with Vitória Guimarães, a team who we lost to earlier on, and we drew at home. We really should have won that game. They scored late on, and they didn't really have very many chances. We were much better than them, just failing to take our chances. But never mind. We then lost 3-1 to Sporting, including, I believe, the first goal we've scored against one of the big boys. I know we scored against... I mean, I suppose if depending on who you count as the big boys, I mean, Rio Ave we beat, but we drew with Vitória Guimarães. They have at least one time won the league. They're the most recent team, most recent new team to win the league back in 2044. So since then, it's only been Porto, Nacional de Madeira, and Sporting who've won the league. So, and I think there's only been like 6 winners of the Portuguese top division anyway. So. Yeah, so we're hoping to become the 7th or 8th or whichever, the next number, but it'll be the first time in about 50 years because no one else looks close to winning the league. Anyway, yeah, so we lost to Sporting. I believe it was Bostian Zuberna, yes, who scored, as if I knew that before, who scored, and it was also the 4th goal in that game, I believe. Yeah, scored late on. We didn't deserve very much from that. Although actually the 2 chances, so you saw there that we had 2 shots on target. The 2 chances were really good, and we nearly scored a second. We just were not cutting edge enough. But then we went into our final League Cup game, and briefly we were going through to the semi-final. So this group phase, when you finish it, everyone has 1 game against each other, and the person who comes top goes into the team that comes top goes into the semi-final. We were on 3 points, obviously. At one point, we were 2-0 up against Porto and therefore top of the group because of goal difference. But we ended up collapsing in the second half to many goals. Also, I found that player. Do you remember I was talking a couple of videos back about a player that I had tried to sign but couldn't find him? This is the guy, Christopher Malmo. He nearly joined us on a free, but didn't. He went to Porto, and that's fair enough. From his perspective, from my perspective, it's upsetting. They also have a lesser spotted Raw Vic, the man who's an excellent player, the man who helped us win the league in Serie A. He made his first. He made the error for the first goal, worth £26 million. Unbelievable. They've also. I thought his name was Umbrella. It's not. Anyway, so yeah, Porto smashed us in the end. They came back immediately after our second goal, but we had two players scoring for the first time there, and we actually played pretty well. But we did end up obviously conceding to their much higher quality. Then we had 2 games in a row where we won. Olenense 3-0 and Academica, getting them back for their beat of us earlier on in the season. 2 wins without conceding a goal. That's nice. Olenense we've beaten 7-0 on aggregate this season, so that's good. So yeah, and that basically means that we're completely safe. 8 wins this season. We are 10 points clear of the team below us, which is Academica, which kind of makes sense. We were better than them last season, and finally our quality started to show a little bit in these last few games. We've just got a fairly simple run in now in terms of finishing things off. So Portimonense and Naval will play today. Those 2 games should be fairly comfortable. We should win those 2. We might not beat Portimonense. We lost to them earlier on in the season, as you'll remember. We then obviously have Benfica, who we will probably lose to. Beira-Mar, who we might beat. We drew with them at home before, so we'll probably lose. Nacional will probably lose. Braga will probably lose. Porto will probably lose. Rio Ave will probably lose. But then we can end the season with 3 games that are a bit more winnable. Cleria, Santa Clara and Estoril, they're the 3 teams in the bottom 3 at the moment. Now, I want to say that we are doing, so therefore we're doing pretty well. We've got a couple of players coming in on freeze next season. Oh my goodness me, have they already? Oh no, sorry, I skipped back a long way. I thought the Porto were already champions. No, Porto are doing pretty well. They've only lost 2 games all season. They've only, Porto have actually only lost 1. Sporting have only lost 1, but they have drawn a lot more. Now, so we are fairly comfortable. I think if we win a few more games, we should get to around 35 points if we win all the games that we expect to win, and we lose all the games that we expect to lose. We might, pick or drop some points here and there, but we'll see. Now, Portimonense have dropped off a little bit since beating us, which that happens a lot. We are the big boys in the season for everyone, obviously. Anyway. And the good thing is Mendonça has picked up his goal-scoring form a little bit, and we've made a new signing on a free right before the end of the transfer window. Eric Leon, a American centre-back. He's worth a little bit of money. He's actually only here for a year, but I'm hoping to either sell him or get some money for him because he's been very good for us, but he's also not that good, but he's also worth £1.6 million. So we'll see. You know what? I'm fed up with using euros. And this is no Brexit style thing. I keep saying pounds, so why not? Let's just put it in pounds. Where is the UK pound sterling confirm? I do hope this doesn't break everything. It shouldn't, but you never know. Could have done that. £1.3 million. Okay, so that's fine. Anyway, so he's been doing very well. Watkins hasn't done anything for us. Lediadoro hasn't really scored. He's only got 1 goal this season, although it was a delightful little chip in the cup against Trofense. And everyone else is sort of doing well. Dogan has done well in this defensive midfield position. For some reason, everyone thinks Teixeira is playing terribly all the time. He's only 17, guys. Back off. Tungeladis scored his first goal against Porto. What's his name? I'm going to tell these guys, by the way, that I expect them to win because that does seem to work against teams who we are better than. It also seems to sort of sharpen the minds of the 2 strikers. And Tigran King scored 2 in a row, 2 goals in a row, which was quite a surprise and a bit of fun. So that's nice that they're now chipping in with the goals. It's not just all on Mendonça and Pereira. Okay, Mendonça wins the ball there to Fudge. This formation, again, it's the one that always messes us up a little bit. It's okay, though. Villegas makes a good save. Villegas has had a couple of moments where he sort of just, the ball goes right through him. Like he touches it and he's going towards the goal and it touches him and then goes in anyway. So he's clearly being blasted through his hands. Maybe his shot stopping isn't that great and that's the cause of that. But anyway, I'm thinking that I might try and replace him. That said, I think he's excellent. There's no real reason why. Oh, interesting. Nearly a deflected goal there for us. Bakos in goal makes a good save. Tigran King with the ball comes in towards Teixeira. The young man heads over the bar. That's a shame. And here we go then. Mendonça with a heavy touch. Teixeira to Tigran King. Tigran King turns. Bakos makes a good save. And we're starting to carve out a few chances ourselves now, which is nice. Pereira. We really need some good strikers. Mendonça is good. As you know, Tungelidis went for a long range there. Mendonça is good, and I think he'll continue to improve. But like Pereira, I mean, Duro's dreadful at this level. He's a good player, but he's not good enough at this level. Fontes, the other player that we have, again, not really good enough at this level. They're good enough for sort of middling teams, which I suppose we really should accept that we are at the moment. But I do want to try and improve on them. There's a lot of places I want to try and improve. Left midfield, particularly. Right midfield wouldn't... Oh, that was mad! Wouldn't get out. Good lad. Mendonça heads the ball on. No one's there. Pronk forward to Mendonça. Come on. So yeah, there's a lot of positions around the pitch that I feel we need to try and improve upon. Pereira, Tungelidis gets there. Tafaj clears. Dogan to Teixeira. Teixeira to Tigran King. Back to Van Baren. Van Baren crosses towards Pereira. Would have been a free header in the box there, but they clear the ball. Pereira in the middle, and again it's a corner. There's a lot of Finnish players on this. Oh, Parkhouse forces the ball past their man, but I think Charalubos might have been our former player, or maybe it's just a very popular Greek/Cypriot name. Okay, well, we're doing okay. I'm unlucky so far. Sativ, you weren't that bad, but score some goals, please. Score some goals, please. Score some goals, please. Score some goals, please. Yeah, we're doing okay. I'm not too upset with this. I'm fairly, I'm happy that we're not going to get relegated, and that's basically all that I care about now. The point is now to try and finish as high as possible, to both improve our reputation as much as possible and to get as much prize money as is feasible from this division. I don't know how much you actually get from finishing. Maybe you don't get very much. But the more money we can get, the more money we can then spend on better players. I've been keeping my eyes open for young Brazilians who are... go on, Mendonça. Go on. Oh, yes, there it is. Mendonça scores. He's on a hot streak of form. Come on. It's 1-0 to Aves. And, oh, we have deserved it. Okay, it looked a little bit more... Based on the way that the game has been, it looked a little bit more even, but not a bad finish. And not a bad situation to be in. 1-0 away to Portimonense. Valchev puts the ball in. Oh, they almost immediately equalise. Van Baaren, I think, headed it against Fernando, who, yeah, they're not piling on the pressure. We just scored. Van Baaren, Tigran King turns it into the middle. And Mendonça heads over the bar. A better player would have scored. Okay, Fernando loses out. Mendonça. Mendonça turns. Running with the ball still. Mendonça still. Bakos makes a good save. So, yeah, we've got a lot of places... Oh, Parkhouse heads over. A lot of places where we can improve. I feel like we need a new left-back. Pronk is okay, but I feel like Pronk is very much a... he's a backup player, and we want a better starter. In that regard, I have signed someone who... on a free, although actually he's coming in. So he's a youngster. He's coming in for, I think, in the end, 900,000 euros. So that'll be about £700,000. He's young and good, but he's not. I think he's basically about as good as Pronk now. So if he progresses as he should do, he should end up being a tasty young player, and that's good. That's positive for us. We just need to make sure that we can do that in every other position, and maybe get a couple of starting players. So left midfield is still an absolute shit show for us. We need at least one really good striker to partner Mendonça. Mendonça still going. Interesting decision to shoot from that that position, but fine. Tigran King puts the ball in. Dalcheski loses out. Fevzi Dogan, and the ball's gone wide. Fevzi Dogan, the centre-back that I was talking about, how he's kind of like... your man from before, Yilmaz, in that he's basically a really good centre-back who can also play defensive midfield. I'm finding that he's actually playing very well in defensive midfield, so we're keeping him there for now. Tigran King's looking knackered. Let's take him out for Kyriakakis. It's right midfield is also a position where we don't have anyone good, and they don't ever cross the ball. That's partly because none of them are actually good enough at it. We do have a player coming in. He's very young. He'll probably be playing in the first team in a few years if he progresses as well as he should do. But he could be very good. Jamaican. Oh, good effort. Yeah, Jamaican player who's a centre midfielder, but is clearly a right midfielder. So I'm gonna train him into one when he joins. Villegas, come on, boy. Big ball forward. Mendonça gets that. Ishmael fouls again. 84 minutes. Hoynick looks in pain. We get it away. Pereira now. Take your time. Take your time. Good ball. Mendonça with the ball. Pronk to Kyriakis. Mendonça shouldn't have shot there. 4 minutes of added time. Madness. 92, 93. Kyriakis towards the back post. Parkhouse heads just wide. The one position I feel like we're in pretty good shakes for is centre-back. We have pretty good players there. I wouldn't mind a better central midfielder. To be honest, I would really like a whole team of better players, obviously. But it's a process. Another win for the boys from Aves here. A 1-0 win over Portimonense, which puts them bottom because I think has Naval won. Yeah, Naval won 4-1 against Clédia. That's a big result for them in that relegation battle. I mean, everyone from 10th downwards are still in that picture. We are up in 8th, 29 points. beauty. A win against Naval in our next game will put us still in 9th. And actually, unless Beira win, we'll still be in 9th. So that's pretty good. I'm fine with 9th. 9th is fine, or 8th, sorry, maybe. I don't care. I'm fine with where we are. I don't want to do what we did with Lviv and accidentally overshoot and end up in Europe the first season after coming up, because then that really messes up the season afterwards. And we struggled up until after Christmas, I think, in that season, after which we won all of our games or something like that. I don't remember how exactly it went, but we went up. We were too good too quickly, and then had to spend a couple of years sort of consolidating. I'd prefer to consolidate upwards rather than jump and then drop down a bit and then go back up. But whatever. Mendonça will be with us for in the long run, I think. We're doing pretty good here. We're pretty happy. So Porto up there on ridiculous points. It shows you how good we're going to have to be to win the league eventually. We've now won 9. We need to win we need to turn all of those things into wins, basically, to have a chance of winning. And we don't have the capacity to beat the teams up here yet. The only team that we've played and beaten was Rio Ave in 6th, and we've drawn with Guimarães. Everyone else has just battered us. Right, I'm going to pause it, and then I'll be back for Naval. And we're back. Hi. Hi. We're back. We're going to play Naval. They actually won their last game, so it's a bit of a surprise. But yeah, here we go. So let's carry on then, shall we? Yes, we played pretty well last time out. I don't see why we should change things around unless there's any injuries. No, we all played fine, so let's carry on then. Teixeira's rating is always weirdly low. I feel like he gets a 6.9 every time, but apparently not. Now, we should be definitely expecting them to win this game. I need a new assistant manager because his tactical knowledge is clearly not very much. Okay, Aves versus Naval. Oh, nice yellow and green kit from Naval. Let's see if we can relegate them. Just moments ago, oh, it's a good effort. Portimonense sacked their boss and approached me and offered me offered me their coaching role. Obviously, I'm not going to accept that. Even if I was playing the game where you sort of have to go up by trying to take on other jobs as you go, that's a ridiculous move. I'm not a football manager. I'm a human manager. Good save, Pronk. Because yeah, that's the kind of move where, like, I don't know, some up and coming coach who brought Aves up would then join the bottom team and end up relegated that season. It's madness. No one would ever do that in real life. Pereira puts the ball in towards Mendonça, doesn't get there. Teixeira to Tungelidis to Tigran King, fires wide. Max to Van Hoof, and he heaves it out for a throw. What a shot! What a shot! Okay. Pashinyan, Leon to Mendonça, Fevzi Dogan, Tungelidis, Teixeira to Pereira, Fevzi Dogan, Tungelidis, crosses, but Jefferson cuts it out for a corner, Tigran King's corner comes in. Oh, I thought Leon was going to head that, but he doesn't. Tigran King puts the ball in again. Chen, clears. To Tigran King, goes back in the middle, but they do clear it properly this time. Van Baren, he shoots. Gives it to Tungelidis, who shoots, and it's another corner. Tigran King, the ball comes in towards Leon, but this time he fouls, and they can clear it. Pronk to Tungelidis, puts the ball in again. Teixeira tries to win it, doesn't quite, and now they're trying to clear. But Leon gets there, lovely stuff. Pereira to Tigran King. Tigran King to Mendonça. Mendonça goes past his man. Pashinyan makes a good save, though. Good. Well, first half, not super impressive, not much going on, but let's say calmly unlucky boys. Yeah, and then let's say assertive. I'm looking for... Oh, no, that's not what I meant to say. But actually, why not? Let's tell everyone I'm looking for them to make the difference. If they all make the difference, then we will win. 45 minutes. Early doors, chance for us maybe. Mendonça collecting it wide, still going. The shot was uneventfully exciting. The shot was shit. There you go, the shot was shit. 53 minutes gone. Tigran King puts the ball in. Narcia clears. Van Baaren shoots. We know he can hit them, but not that time. Goes well wide. Pereira not playing well. Let's bring on Jorge Fontes. And let's bring on Dalcheski, because Teixeira is not playing well, exactly as everyone says. So let's see. Parkhouse, big ball. Mendonça, Pereira, Tigran King takes it wide. Doesn't even bother trying across Van Baaren. Again, Fevzi Dogan shoots. Never going to score. That's exactly like Mohamed Yilmaz from San Marino days. Mendonça with a free kick. Oh, it's across the bar. And Leon's follow-up went over. That's unfortunate. Naval look unable to cope with us, which is a good thing to hear, although we haven't scored. And that's a shame to hear. So Fevzi Dogan is off. We're going to have to bring in Roger Ender, the Englishman. This is probably going to hurt our central ability a little bit here. Pronk to Ender. Pronk puts the ball in. Dalcheski gets there. Ugh. Okay. Pronk gets the ball. Pronk up towards Tungalidis. Somehow he gets onto it. Mendonça still going. Mendonça puts it back to Pronk. Pronk puts it back to Ender. Ender shoots. It smashes. A good save. It might have hit the crossbar. I think it was a save. Van Baaren! Oh, Van Baaren! But there's no way he can be offside there. How the fuck was he offside? Oh, that's annoying. Van Baren's effort just hitting the edge of the post there. And less than probably a millimetre or two the other way and it would have gone in. And then Mendonça called offside. Seemed harsh, but we'll see. Pashinyan, is he going to make a move? No. Parkhouse to Fontes, to Dalcheski, to Ender, to Van Baaren, Tigran King, up the line to Fontes, puts it in the middle, but nobody was there, and they cut it out nicely. Dalcheski to Mendonça shoots! Pashinyan, great save. Great save. Tigran King puts the ball in. The ball goes out, and it's a throw. Pronk to Mendonça to Ender, to Van Baaren to Dalcheski. Come on, let's get it forward here. Van Baaren goes past his man. Tigran King with the ball, shoots way over. Unfortunately done, sir. We are going to be FM'd. You can tell it. You can feel it. Aves are taking the game to them. Well, yeah, we have been the whole game. That's unbelievable. You send them on Van Baren's throw to Mendonça. Oh, it's stopped in the box. Leitao knocks it out. Van Baaren gets there quickly and takes the throw quickly. Yeah? That's what you do with overload. Well, it's frustrating that we've drawn that. But, I mean, we beat them so badly otherwise. Anyway, here we go. So that's the end of that one then. Unfortunately, 0-0. I think we should have battered them, really, considering the amount of shots and chances we had. I don't know who Azevedo is. I don't know how he played so well. I feel like the goalkeeper did well. Oh, excuse me. Right. Lugano. Fevzi Dogan is injured. Only out for a few days, so that's fine. He'll probably not play the next one. We've been unbeaten in 4. That's good. Kyriakis wants to play more. He's not very good, so he won't be. It's just rotten luck. Villegas is great. Sorry. I don't want to say anything. Yeah, the goalkeeper was really good, and I mean, Mendonça just put things wide a little bit at times, but there we go. So yeah, up in 8th, not bad at all. 21 points, 21 games played, 30 points. That's fine by me. We'll come back then because there's no interest in any of the rest of these games. We'll come back for either both of those or just one of those, and we'll run down the stats for the season and things like that. So see you in the next one, guys. Bye.